Next, let us start with this question. In this, it says a car is starting from rest, moving with an acceleration of 4 meters per second square. So, car is moving in this way, A, B, and C. So, this let us suppose this is the last second of motion. So, that is, if a body has traveled from here to here in 5 seconds, this will be called as a fifth second. That is 4 and 5 seconds. In between of 4 and 5 seconds, this is the distance it is traveled. So it is called as fifth second. So if a body has traveled n seconds, this distance would be called as nth second travel. So I hope you understand what is the difference between n seconds and nth. Now he says it covers this distance is, if suppose s, this distance is s by 2. Okay, this distance is s. Let us calculate this distance using the formula Sn. Sn is equals to u plus half into a into 2n minus 1. Initial velocity is 0. So you are going to get it as half into acceleration term is 4 into 2n minus 1. Let us keep it like this, 2n minus 1, 2 1s, 2 2s. So Snth second is equals to how much? 2 into 2n minus 1. Now let us check what is S. The distance from A to B is nothing but it has traveled in n seconds. So it is half into A into n square. Why? Because initial velocity is 0 and time taken from A to C is n seconds. So it is half into A n square. We know the relation that Sn is equals to S by 2. So can I write it as Sn is equals to S by 2. So 2 into 2n minus 1 is equals to my half into acceleration is 4 into n square. 2 1s, 2 2s divided by 1 more 2. 2 1s, 2 1s. So this is, if I multiply this, 4n minus 2 is equals to my n square. Okay, this is what we are going to get. 4n minus 2 is equals to n square. If I write it like a quadratic equation and send all this on this side, n square minus 4n plus 2 is equals to 0. This is my quadratic equation. Now I have to find the roots for this quadratic. The roots for this quadratic equation will give you time. Okay, because n is nothing but the time. The roots for this quadratic equation are going to give you the time. Now, so n square minus 4n plus 2. If I split this, if I write the sum of the roots is minus b by a, which is equals to 4, and product of the roots, which is c by a, is equals to 2. So now we will use the quadratic equation solving method, where we split this term as 2 plus u into 2 minus 3. Okay, thus their product must be equal to 2. So I can write it as 4 minus u square is equals to 2. Minus u square is equals to minus 2. So u is equals to root 2. So the roots of the quadratic equation is equals to 2 plus root 2 or 2 minus root 2. These are the roots of the quadratic equation. Okay. Now let us substitute this time in the displacement equation. So displacement is equals to what? Displacement is equals to S is equals to half a n square. That is, he's asking half into a into 2 plus root 2 whole square. So half into 4 into 2 plus root 2 whole square is how much? 2 plus 1.4, that is 3.4 whole square. Okay, so if it is 3.4 whole square, how much is this gonna be? Let me check. 3.4 into 3.4, that is going to give me 11.56 into 2, that is 23.12. So the answer would be 23.3 meters nearly. This is going to be the answer. So A is equals to 23.3 would be the answer here. I hope you understood this question. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Thank you.